I gotta say, this is amazing. This is some amazing stuff we're witnessing this season. After the start that City got this season, dropping points to Leeds and West Brom and all these teams, man, when we're not supposed to drop points to. Losing to Leicester 5-2, that was embarrassing. Losing to Tottenham 2-0, that was the last time we lost a game. I never would have thought that we would be 10 points ahead of the rest with 24 games played. All the teams in the top six have played 24 games, and Man City has 56 points. United has 46. 10 points ahead. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. 10 points ahead. This is reminding me of the 100-point season, man. You know what I'm saying? No title race. Stop talking about title race. You see, unless Man City loses pace, maybe after the international break where Pep was, he seemed a bit concerned that when the players go out on international duty, they could pick up COVID or they could get a knock and it could disrupt the whole title chase here. You know what I mean? To reclaim the title that is rightfully ours. I'm just messing with you. I know there's some Liverpool fans watching this. I'm just messing with you. But look, last season, at this time, Man City were actually 16 points behind the top team. This season, we are 16 points. At the same point, we are 16 ahead of Liverpool. This is unreal. I cannot believe we are 16 points ahead of Liverpool right about now. But what an amazing victory once again against the Merseyside team, Everton. Not Liverpool. We spanked Liverpool. We spanked Tottenham. And now we spanked Everton to go up to 56 points on top of the table. This is now 17 wins on the trot. Barely legal. Almost, I should say. Almost legal. Yeah, legal in some countries, but in America, almost legal. 17 wins on the trot. That's a record for any top flight English teams. Amazing, man. Amazing. 3-1 victory. In this game, we had a 32nd minute goal from Phil Foden. That was an amazing strike with his left foot. I bet they weren't actually looking for that one. And it ricocheted off Seamus Coleman, who did come on as a substitute in the first half there for Yerry Mina. The lead didn't last too long as Richarlison put one in off his thigh after a Luca Digne shot came off the post, came back. Richarlison at the right place at the right time. All of Man City's defenders had committed themselves. They had like 3 people in the back of the net. And Everton equalized. I don't think Everton played too badly. I really don't think they played too badly. And the scoreline does not reflect the way they played. But at the end of the day, they didn't see a lot of the ball. They had like about 30, let me check, 29% of the ball. They had 3 shots at goal, 2 on target, and they were thoroughly outplayed. They didn't play too bad, but they were outplayed. When you're coming up against a team that has won 16 games on the trot in our competition, you could walk away from the match with your heads held high and not feeling too bad about the loss. And that's what a lot of the Everton players did. After the game, they were talking amongst their colleagues, the Brazilians talking amongst each other, the Frenchman, the Englishman. And come on, why beat yourself up after losing to a team like City playing this well? You see what I mean? And guys, if you hear noise in the background, it's my son Liam. He's only looking for attention. Every time I'm making a video, he always tries to make as much noise as possible. I don't know why he does it, but he does it. So 1-1 at halftime. Everton played themselves back in the game. I think Doucouré had a good chance earlier. He didn't take it. And he had a few. Doucouré was one of their best players on the day. But I think they lack a little spark up top, with the absence of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. James Rodriguez didn't start. He picked up a knock in the loss against Fulham. And they did come off the bench later, him and Josh King, but they didn't really affect the game too much. So 1-1 at halftime. Pep Guardiola had to tell the boys, listen, man, Dominic Rich put out a bet that City are going to win every game remaining for the rest of the season in the Premier League. That's what I'm talking about. So you better don't make him lose the bet. The boys came out and they were imperious, man. They were really good. And I just like the energy on and off the ball. I just like the way, the hunger, man. You know what I mean? Even though we are way ahead in the league, the hunger was still there to win games. And I love it, man. I simply love it. Bernardo laying up the ball for Riyad Mahrez. And what a spectacular goal, man. Mahrez had a great game. He has been in and out, of games this season. Some games he's playing well, other games he's not. And he's always a scapegoat. If you want to look for a player who didn't play well, you always try to point on Riyad Mahrez because, But in today's game, I think it was Sterling. Sterling wasn't in the game at all for most of the game, and he did come in the game in the second half. But Sterling, if you want to point at a player who did not have their best game today, I would say it's Raheem Sterling. And as I said, even though he came back in the game. So the third goal was scored by Bernardo Silva. What a goal, man. What a player. Set one up, score one. Amazing little player, man. He haven't been scoring a lot these days, but that's his second Premier League goal of the season, and he's just amazing, man. Imagine you don't have Aguero on the field. You don't have Kevin De Bruyne on the field. He did come on later. And you have reliable players like a Bernardo Silva, a Riyad Mahrez, a Raheem Sterling, who could pop up at any time and give you that goal. Phil Foden has been getting into the act lately. Gabriel Jesus, he should have scored today. He had way too many chances not to score. I think he is taking his shots a little bit too quickly. Like he's been a little impulsive, I should say. To use a better word, he has been impulsive instead of just, like just take your time, lift up your head a little and hit the ball in the back of the net. If it was Aguero on the field today, it could have been a different situation. And this is not me criticizing Jesus. He has been very good for City. But I think he could have been better and he could have got way more goals than he have right about now. Another solid performance by Rodri, man. Big up to Rodri. I was calling for him to step up. A lot of people were calling for him to step up. We paid big money for him. He was very, very promising at Atletico Madrid. And he didn't really show that fight. He didn't really step up and look like he could fill that Fernandinho role, and he has been doing that a lot lately. Another solid game for Kyle Walker. Solid game for Laporte and Diaz at the back despite not keeping a clean sheet. Edison hardly had anything to do. He could actually wear that uniform, that kit to the next game. Like the commentator said, he could wear that kit to I don't know why I said uniform, but he's going to work. It's a uniform. Leave me alone. And Joao Cancelo, who did pick up a little knock on the knee late in the game there, he'll be all right, was very good at left back. Played most of the game in the midfield anyway, packing up the midfield. He was running forward a lot too. Kevin De Bruyne, nice to see him come off the bench. And of course, Fernandinho for the last few minutes of the game. So Everton, Carlo Ancelotti and his boys, they tried. But come on, man. Anyone who thought that Everton would have actually won this game, delusional. Really, really delusional, because this game had a Man City win written all over it. And even though Everton is a team that inflicted the biggest loss on Pep Guardiola in his managerial career, wasn't going to happen today. I think they tried their best, but coming up against this Man City team right now, whether you have Pickford in goal or whether you have Olsen, there's going to be a lot of picking the ball out the back of the net. So 3-1 win. I'm pleased. I don't have much complaints there. I think maybe we could have defended that ball a little better. The one that went into the back of the net there. The clean sheets have been, plentiful these days. I think we have outscored teams by about 46-6 across the last 20 plus games. We have gone unbeaten. What more can you ask for as a Man City fan? It's like any 11 that Pep put out, I feel good. We play Arsenal next. Everton, they face Liverpool in the Merseyside derby next. And it's big games coming up this weekend. We can't take our feet off the gas. We cannot take our feet off their necks. And we got to keep it pushing. Next week, I'm competing. Liam, Liam, I'm competing with this kid. You see what I mean? It's crazy. Next week we have Mönchengladbach in the Champions League, and I am looking forward to that one. We have been seeing a lot of, flippy floppy results in the Champions League where I have gotten all my predictions wrong so far, with Juventus losing to Porto, Dortmund beating Sevilla, Liverpool beating RB Leipzig. Well, they shot themselves in the foot. I think I made a solid prediction with Leipzig getting the better of Liverpool, but whatever, Leipzig. And then Mbappe single-handedly destroying Barcelona. So Man City, hopefully, let's make sure next week has the right results and not these upset results, okay? All right? So guys, what I want to do, I want to, say sorry. I want to apologize for the background noise though, because to me, it is very annoying. This little boy Liam is doing this on purpose. Telling you, he's doing this on purpose. Maybe one day, maybe 2 years from now, he will be with me in videos. Let's see. Let's wait and see. But he wants a piece of the pie. But guys, let me know if you think Man City will go on to win the title. It's looking like it. 10 points ahead, 16 points ahead of the defending champion. Let me know where you think Everton will end up, if you think they will actually pick up a European spot. And this is it for now. I got to go and try to catch up with the Champions League games that I didn't get to watch. So, from your boy Dominic Rich and Liam, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. This kid, man, I'm telling you.